The United States is one of the most powerful nations in the world. It has a large economy and military that are respected across the globe. But before the United States existed, there were people living in North America. They had their own unique cultures and societies. So who were they? Hello and welcome to this channel. Today we will be exploring the indigenous civilizations that once thrived in North America before the arrival of Europeans. We'll discuss their culture, society, and achievements and learn about some of the challenges they faced. Let's begin. The first civilization we will explore is the Maya. The Maya civilization flourished in what is now Mexico, Guatemala, Belize, and El Salvador between 2000 BC and 1697 AD. They were known for their impressive cities, which were centers of trade and culture. One of the most famous Maya cities is Tikal, which reached its peak around 750 AD. Here, towering pyramids and temples dominated the landscape, showcasing the power and wealth of the city. The Maya were also skilled mathematicians and astronomers. They developed a sophisticated calendar system and made accurate predictions of celestial events such as eclipses and the movement of planets. Their knowledge of astronomy was so advanced that they even used the Pleiades star cluster to predict the start of the rainy season. Additionally, the Maya kept detailed records of their history and culture through hieroglyphic writing. Their written language was one of the most complex in the ancient world, and they used it to record everything from historical events to religious ceremonies. Another impressive aspect of Maya culture was their art. Maya artists were incredibly talented, and their works of art can still be admired today. For example, the Dresden Codex is a book created by the Maya around the year 1500 AD. It contains some of the most beautiful examples of Maya art and depicts everything from astronomical charts to religious scenes. The Maya were also known for their architecture, which was both practical and aesthetically pleasing. They built impressive palaces, temples, and other structures using limestone and stucco. These buildings were not only beautiful, but they were also designed to withstand the harsh tropical climate. Despite their many accomplishments, the Maya civilization declined around 1697 AD. There are many theories as to why this happened, but historians believe that a combination of factors led to their downfall. These factors include overpopulation, environmental degradation, and warfare with neighboring civilizations. The next civilization we will explore is the Aztec. The Aztec Empire was located in what is now Mexico and lasted from 1473 to 1521 AD. The empire was formed by the merger of three separate kingdoms, the Acalhua, the Tepanica, and the Xochimilca. Together, they created a powerful and prosperous state that was home to millions of people. The Aztecs were known for their impressive capital city, Tenochtitlan, which was situated in the middle of a lake in the Valley of Mexico. The city was a hub of trade and culture and was home to some of the most important Aztec monuments, including the Templo Mayor, the main temple dedicated to the gods Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc. The Aztecs were also known for their art and architecture. They created stunning works of art depicting their gods and their everyday life. They were also skilled architects and built impressive pyramids and palaces using limestone and stucco. The Aztecs believed that their empire was chosen by the gods to rule over the other peoples of Mesoamerica. They saw themselves as a superior race and believed that their king was a direct descendant of the sun god. This belief in their superiority led to the Aztec practice of human sacrifice. They believed that the gods required human blood in order to maintain the balance of the universe, and the Aztecs were more than willing to provide it. They captured enemies in battle and sacrificed them, as well as offering the blood of their own citizens. Although the Aztec Empire was eventually conquered by the Spanish, their legacy lives on in the culture and history of Mexico. Many aspects of their society, religion, and art have influenced Mexican culture throughout the centuries. Now let's move north and explore the indigenous tribes of North America. One of the most well-known tribes is the Cherokee. The Cherokee are a Native American tribe that originally lived in the southeastern United States. They were known for their skill as farmers and their advanced society. The Cherokee developed a unique syllabary, a writing system that consisted of symbols representing syllables rather than individual letters. This innovation allowed for the recording and transmission of their language and history. The Cherokee also had a complex system of government and a written constitution long before the United States had its own. When European settlers began encroaching on their land, the Cherokee fought back. However, they were eventually forced to move west during the Indian removal in the 1830s. This traumatic event, known as the Trail of Tears, resulted in the deaths of thousands of Cherokee people. Despite these challenges, the Cherokee have survived and continue to thrive today. They have a rich culture that includes a vibrant language, traditional dances, and a deep connection to their ancestral lands. Another important tribe is the Navajo. The Navajo are one of the largest Native American tribes and are known for their distinctive language and culture. They have a rich history that dates back thousands of years, and their influence on American culture is significant. The Navajo Nation is located in the Four Corners region of the United States, encompassing parts of Utah, New Mexico, and Arizona. They were originally known as the Diné, meaning people, and their language is still referred to as Navajo or Dinley. The Navajo have a strong oral tradition, and their stories and myths have been passed down through generations. One of their most well-known traditions is the Navajo weaving, which is renowned for its intricate patterns and vibrant colors. Navajo weavers often incorporate traditional designs and symbols into their work, reflecting their cultural heritage and connection to the land. The Navajo also have a deep connection to their natural environment, and their traditional way of life is closely tied to the land. They have a rich knowledge of medicinal plants and herbs, and they use these in traditional healing practices. Despite facing significant challenges throughout history, including forced relocation and assimilation policies, the Navajo have persevered and continued to maintain their cultural identity. They have a strong sense of community, and their cultural centers and organizations play an important role in preserving their language, traditions, and values. Finally, let's take a look at the Inca. The Inca Empire was located in what is now Peru and parts of Bolivia, Ecuador, and Chile. It was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America, stretching over 42,000 square miles. The Inca were known for their impressive stonework and their unique method of building without mortar. They constructed massive walls and buildings using large stones that were precisely cut and fitted together. One of the most impressive examples of Inca architecture is Machu Picchu, a city that was built high up in the Andes Mountains. The Inca were also known for their textiles, which were highly prized by the Spanish when they arrived in the Americas. They developed a unique technique for dyeing textiles, which allowed them to create vibrant fabrics with intricate designs. Unfortunately, much of their art and culture was destroyed by the Spanish conquistadors, who viewed it as paganism. The Inca Empire was eventually conquered by Francisco Pizarro, a Spanish conquistador who arrived in Peru in 1532. The Inca king Atahualpa was captured and executed by the Spanish, and the empire was quickly dismantled. The Inca people were subjected to forced labor, and many of them died due to diseases brought over by the Spanish. Despite the tragic end of the Inca Empire, their legacy lives on in the ruins of their cities, the artwork they left behind, and the traditions of the people who descend from them. In conclusion, the indigenous civilizations of North America were incredibly diverse and accomplished. From the Maya to the Aztec, the Inca, and various Native American tribes, these civilizations had unique cultures, languages, and traditions. They excelled in areas such as mathematics, astronomy, and art, and they developed sophisticated systems of government and agriculture. Unfortunately, many of these civilizations were destroyed by European conquerors who brought diseases and engaged in warfare. However, their legacy lives on in the culture and history of North America. It is important to learn about and appreciate the contributions of these civilizations to our world, and to honor the resilience and strength of the indigenous peoples who have survived and thrived despite the challenges they have faced. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. We hope you have learned something new and gained a deeper appreciation for the indigenous civilizations of North America. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more educational content. And if you have any thoughts or comments, feel free to share them below. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.